A quick market update to end the day. What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBot Solutions. Again, I really hope that if you learned something new, you can consider dropping a thumbs up and subscribing if you feel like we earned it. So what happened today? Markets, one point, were consistently selling off, and then all of a sudden began to reverse. And then during the extended hours, a quick gap up that led into a retracement into the close during the overnight hours. So very quickly, markets were originally selling off due to the news of one of two things. Trump is saying supposedly Trump's global tariffs were being ruled to be illegal by the U.S. appeals courts. Ignore this. This was just the post that was on Twitter. Nonetheless, this is pretty much an ongoing case for Trump. Can Trump and does Trump have the power and the authority to be implementing these tariffs to the rest of the world, pretty much? So I summarized it in a quick little email that I sent out to the LPP team, pretty much saying that most of Trump's global tariffs were ruled illegal by the U.S. appeals courts. Markets are dropping as they do not like the uncertainty of the possibility of refunding the billions of dollars already collected. Does this mean that tariffs are going to get canceled? No. Here's what we know so far. I talked about the date of when this was, again, being imposed. The appeal courts can delay the enforcement of the ruling until October 14th, pretty much giving the Trump administration time to appeal in the U.S. Supreme Court to make its final decision. So again, this is an ongoing thing. As of right now, the reason that we saw such a decent retracement is due to the uncertainty and the fiscal implications of tariff refunds. This is just something that I think that you should be paying attention to. This is why you're hearing him talk a lot about, these tariffs, on how they're negatively, if they do get removed, how they can negatively impact our economy. Something to take into consideration, because remember, we've collected billions of dollars of these tariffs. So if we have to refund it, remember, these tariffs were supposed to be used to pay off our trillions of dollars of debt and interest that we are currently accruing. One thing to take into consideration. The other thing is the global bond market fiasco that's going on in the UK. The UK has been cutting rates. We talked about it in today's earlier video. I don't have to repeat myself. They've been cutting rates, yet their inflation is still going up. Their economy is not thriving, yet bond yields are still skyrocketing. Some are assuming that that's going to be the same thing that happens to the US once we begin to start cutting rates as soon as September, because our inflation rate is already beginning to rise and our labor market has already shown that it's slowing down. So again, this is not something that you can fix quite quickly just by cutting rates, right? Hoping to boost their economy. The other thing that I found to be quite interesting is that President Trump tells China's president to give his warmest regards to Putin and Kim Jong-un as they conspire against the U.S. This just, man, I don't know about you guys. I'm just not a fan of this. I think that this is why so many people have a negative connotation towards Trump. He talks so much, he gets offended by everything, yet he's the one that always leads to insults. He started everything with insulting every president out there and then takes it back and then says it again and then takes it back. And it's very hard to take someone like this seriously when it's so inconsistent. Now, again, do I think that it's the best idea that China, Russia, and North Korea are working together? No, that definitely does not seem like that is a good scenario for the U.S. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is that, remember, there's been a point where he's somewhat had some form of conversation with each one of these leaders to a degree where there was like this just level of respect. And then he disrespects them, and then he says things like that I think just put us in a tougher spot to try to negotiate. Remember, we're supposed to figure out a trade deal with China. Where are we now, right? It just continues to get pushed back and delayed, and more extensions on these tariff delays when it comes down to China. Something to just take into consideration. And the thing that really led to the market gapping up very quickly into the close is the news off of Google. So Alphabet stock, which is Google's mother company, soars 5% after judge rules that the company will not have to sell Google Chrome. So this is still an ongoing case. It's a monopoly-based case that was being ruled against Google, and the possibility, the worst case scenario, that they would have to sell Google Chrome because they possibly were viewed to be a monopoly. Now, that worst case scenario of needing to sell Google does not actually or is no longer of concern after this ruling, which is why markets began to uptick. Because remember, Google has an incredibly large market cap, and because of its influence, when Google began to gap up 7%, then of course it can drive markets even further. The thing that I do want to share with you is this is just my opinion. Any reaction can be an overreaction, just like we've seen many times before. If Trump continues this same type of energy and provides the same uncertainty of what's going on with tariffs, of what's going on in the global markets, when it comes down to the bond yields, especially in the UK, and when it comes down to this type of relationship that he's carrying with other world leaders, I would not be surprised if markets begin to downturn and Google begins to give back some of what it gained. So again, when a company gaps up 7 to at one point 9 to 10%, there's a lot of room for retracement, which can be an overbought reversal that can be set up tomorrow. Something that I'm definitely going to be paying attention to in tomorrow's live trading session. Again, I do trade live every single morning. If you ever want to tune on in, that's going to be that second link in the description down below. If you want to join for as little as $1 a day is what it breaks down to. If not, just feel free to subscribe to the channel, drop a thumbs up, and I'll make sure that I do my part in keeping you guys up to date. I appreciate your time. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.